This is a CBS News special report. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. CBS News has learned that U.S. officials are confident that Iran shot down a Ukrainian jetliner over Tehran in the hours after Iranian missile attacks on U.S. targets. 176 people were killed, including at least 63 Canadians. This information is based on U.S. intelligence, which sources say picked up signals of a radar being turned on. U.S. satellites, we are told, also detected 2 surface-to-air missile launches, which happened shortly before the plane exploded. Chris Van Cleve covers transportation for CBS News. Chris, tell us more about this intelligence.
Well, Major, initially it is shaping up that this is a mistake. The plane was not knowingly targeted, that it was a commercial airliner, but it appears that Iranians targeted it with a surface-to-air missile. There is new video that has surfaced that appears to show the moment of impact as the plane was climbing out, and this lines up with what we know. We had flight data that showed a pretty normal takeoff. Things were going normally until the plane got to about 8,000 feet, and then nothing. That lines up with a sudden catastrophic event like a missile strike.
And accidental.
And accidental, it appears at this point.
President Trump has just moments ago been asked about this particular news development. We have a soundbite I want to play for you. This is President Trump moments ago.
The plane that went down from Iran, what do you think happened to that plane?
Well, I have my suspicions. It was very, I don't want to say that because other people have those suspicions also. It's a tragic thing when I see that. It's a tragic thing. But somebody could have made a mistake on the other side. Could have made a mistake. It was flying. It was flying in not our system. No, it has nothing to do with us. It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake. Some people say it was mechanical. I personally don't think that's even a question, personally. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I really
President saying it could have been a mistake. That was, like I said, just moments ago at the White House. We turn now to Elizabeth Palmer in Tehran. Elizabeth, in general, what have the Iranians been saying about this plane crash?
Well, the story broke not long ago. It's the eve of the weekend here, and so there was a period of silence, and then suddenly, just a couple of minutes ago, the head of the Civil Aviation Authority has publicly come out and said that's simply not true. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard affiliated website has furthermore said this is a conspiracy that's being cooked up by the opposition and Iran's enemies. Originally, the Iranian Civil Aviation Authority said, we know that the plane was on fire when it turned back, and we say it was a catastrophic mechanical failure. The Ukrainians, shortly after that, said, we are considering 4 possible causes for this crash. So they weren't buying the mechanical error explanation right off the bat. And one of the things they were going to consider was that there had been either a terrorist attack or a missile. Now, the Ukrainian investigators are going to be here on the ground. For the moment, the Iranians have both black boxes from the aircraft. One of them is damaged. The Ukrainians will have access to them, says Iran, and they may possibly be handed over. But it does appear to be, to the extent that the Iranians and the Ukrainians will be involved, there will be an international investigation.
Elizabeth Palmer with the immediate reaction in Tehran. Thank you very much. Again, to reiterate, CBS News has learned that U.S. officials are confident that Iran shot down a Ukrainian jetliner over Tehran in the hours after the Iranian missile attacks on U.S. targets in Iraq. President Trump said moments ago it could have been a mistake. We want to let you know there will be more on your local news on this CBS station, and of course tonight on the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell. Our coverage of this story will continue on our 24-hour streaming network known as CBSN. You can watch it at cbsnews.com or on our CBS News app. This has been a CBS News special report. I'm Major Garrett, CBS News, Washington.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com.